Welcome back, everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML image maps. Right now, we are talking about circle, the circle coordinates in our shape along with our area tag. So, in our former tutorial, in the previous tutorial, we've discussed about rect, which stands for rectangular shape, along with the chords. If you want to know deep about the chords and the areas, we've discussed about it on our for the rectangular shape tutorial. You can watch the tutorial so you can be able to get to understand things deeper way, because right now we want to talk about the circle shape, and I won't be able to discuss deep about the former tutorial, the stuffs I've already talked about. So try to go and watch the former tutorial, the previous tutorial that we discussed about, where we discussed about the rect, which is the rectangular shape. I really explained clearly there. So quickly, let's talk about it. This shape today, the circular shape. Firstly, let's save our document. Let's see how our document looks. When you click the laptop, it takes you to the laptop page. When you click the phone, it takes you to the phone page. When you notice, what you should notice is that you are seeing and. Whenever I hover on this image here on the laptop and the phone, but when I reach the coffee, nothing shows. When I hover on the phone and on the laptop and the phone, but coffee, nothing shows. The hand doesn't shows. Again, notice from the left, right, top, bottom, left, top, inside, inner this laptop image, everywhere inside it, you can see the hand pointer that is showing. And also the same thing goes to the phone also, but when you click on it, it can take you to somewhere, and the phone also, right? You can click anywhere on it, but when you click outside it, it will never take you to anywhere, because we don't specify it in our word, in our area, in our codes, in our coordinate. So today I want to explain how we can use this same trick on this circular coffee cup. So because this coffee cup looks circled, so that's why we are using the circle shape. Quickly try to understand again. When you click this table, nothing displays, it doesn't take you to anywhere. But when you click the laptop, it took you to somewhere, phone took you to somewhere, coffee doesn't take you to somewhere, this paper also doesn't take you to somewhere. Now go back to your document. Let's comment this out. Today we are using the circle. Let's uncomment it and save our document. Go back to the document, reload it, click it, let's click the coffee. Can you see it took us to the coffee page? Now come back. Let's check where is our coffee page. We are having the coffee page here inside our HTML file. Can you see? When I right click and open it with our with our Firefox, can you see the coffee page is a standalone page? I can close it now. So whenever people click it, it takes them to the coffee page. Wow. Now that's the trick that is there. Whenever people click this coffee, it takes them to where? To the coffee page. It can take them to any page that you want, or any picture or whatsoever. In the future, we will still use many tricks on this, but I want you to understand this first. So let's go back to see how we did this. Let's delete these codes first and save our document and reload again. Can you see nothing? It doesn't take us to anywhere, just because we have removed the coordinates that we specified here. So now let's get to understand how we can specify circular coordinates. Let's go back to our document. To add a circle area, first locate the coordinates of the circle. First locate the coordinate of the center. The center of the of the circle. In our former tutorial, I've discussed about all this, but I'm still going to explain little for you so you can understand this deeper. This means X. This means Y anywhere you see it. This specifies from here to the right. This specifies from the top to the bottom. So this to the circle is not like that. It is still like that, but it's different a little bit. Let me explain why it's different. The specificity, then specify the radius of the circle with 44 pixels. Let me show you something here. Now you have enough data to create a clickable area for the circular area. The area of the circle will take what? The shape attribute, along with what? Along with the circle value. Chord again, chord attribute. It will take chord attribute along with the value, along with the word, with href attribute or whatsoever you want to use it to link to, wherever you want to direct people to whenever they click the coordinate in your picture. This is the area that becomes clickable and will send the user to the page of coffee. So now let me explain how we define theory coordinates for us to be able to detect the circular part back to our application. I've discussed much about this application in our rectangular coordinates in the mapping. So you can watch our former tutorial where I discussed deeply about it, because I want this to be fast a bit. So let me quickly detect the coordinate. I'm coming to the circle. I'm using the circle, so I'm using the center. So I'm marking the center here. So the center is going to be 335 to 99. That is 335 to 99. If you don't know how I got this, you can check one of my former tutorial, which is direct, where we discuss about this. So this is the center of the of the circle. I'm pointing at it right here. So I'm taking 339 to 99. So back to our document, let's take it 339, to 99. Save it. Come back to this and reload it. It will not show anything. Can you see? The ad is not displaying. All this, nothing. The ad is not displaying yet. Can you see? So now, because the reason why it's not displaying yet is because you can only specify circle with 3 coordinates. That is, right now we are having 2 coordinates. We need one more. So we'll do comma word. The one more that is remaining is going to be the radius. It's going to be what? It's going to be the radius of the angle. Let me explain for you. To add a circle, first locate the coordinates of the center of the circle, which is 337, 300, and then specify the radius of the circle. Right now, I'm specifying the radius. I'm specifying the center. This is the center. Now the radius. What do they mean by radius? The radius of the circle is going to be the angle. The angle of the circle. The radius of the circle is the angle of the circle. Is the point of the circle. Angle. Any angle you can point at is your radius. You can point at the top. You can point at the bottom. You can point at the right or the left. Any angle of the radius, you can just say, okay, right angle of the radius or left angle of the radius. It just depends on what you want to point at. So now I'm pointing at what? I want to point at the left angle of the radius, which is 292, 299, 292, 299. That 292, 299 means what? Right here we specify 339, 299, right? But this one we are going to specify 292, 299. No, we are not going to do that. We are going to do 292. Save it. Let's reload and see what is going on. Can you see? And shows here. So when you mouse over on it now, can you see? Can you see? When you mouse over on it, you can see your hand showing, displaying. When you move outside of this, can you see something is happening here right now? Can you see? Can you see something? I'm purposely doing this lively so you can see how it's going gently. In our document here, where we specify what it said, this place we need 44 pieces. 44 pieces of what? 44 pieces of radius. So how are we going to get it? 44 pieces of radius. 44 pieces of radius. So let me show you something. This is where the form begins. 44 pieces of radius. 44 pieces of radius. Definitely the thing we are having here, you are going to minus this 299. Let us bring our calculator. I'm not having the calculator right here right now. Oh shit. Let me do something. I want to use calculator. I want to use calculator. Let me try to use calculator here. So I want to say what do we got here? We got 299, and they said we need what? We need let's divide let's 2 2 290. Let's use 293 300 peso first. 293 300 peso. 293 300. Okay, 293 minus 300. No, 300 minus 44 minus. I'm trying to calculate this so I can show you how we got the peso, because the peso is going to come from where? We are coming from this side here right to this place. From where? From this side here right to this left here. That is our radius. But the funniest part is that we are coming from the center. From the center here to this place. That is the little radius we are having. So we are going to remove. I'm coming. 339 minus 2 minus 2. This 339, we are going to minus it with what? With 292. That is, we are going to minus our x value from our second x value. This is our first x value, and this is our y value, our first y value, and this again is our first x value. And also, if you notice very well, when we are trying to specify this, let's say we want to take the radius from here, 292 300. Let's say we take 292 comma 300. As you can see, this is for what? Is for angle, right? It's like we are trying to specify rectangle, or yes, let's say we are trying to specify rectangle or square. But notice we don't want this, because this is our y. Because we want to specify what? We want to specify circle. So we have to use what? We have to use only our x. X minus x. Our first x minus the second x that we found. So this is why it looks like this: x, y, z. Because this is different from this, because where this met is from the top, and this met from another angle again. It came from somewhere else. So now let's minus this from this. Let's minus this, sorry, from this. So it will give any answer this one gave us. It gave us the correct peso. So now come to our calculation here. Back to our calculation here. 339 . 339 minus what? 292. So what is that going to give us? It's going to give us 47. So this is math we are calculating here. It's giving us what? 47. So we are going to specify what? The 47 here. That is the scope behind the circle. You understand the point? When we detect the x and y first, the second x and y, we delete the y from the x and from the second x and y. Now it remains the x, the only x. We now remove this x from the first x we firstly got. The answer is the one that gave us this 47. The 47 is the one we are going to save now. When we now save it, our document is not going to look like this. Can you see the hand is everywhere because we use the exact value that we have first. So now when we reload our document, it's going to be the exact. Can you see? It's not displaying another place. The hand is not displaying on another place. Can you see all this place? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? That is the scope behind what? Behind your circle. So whenever you want to specify the circle, firstly specify the center. After you specify the center, take one angle, maybe from your right or from your left, any angle you specify. Now is your x. That is your x. When you specify the x, then get the y also of that angle. The x and y of that angle, find it. After you find the x and y angle of that angle, delete the y. It will remain the x. Then the x minus the first x you firstly got. That is the scope behind the circle radius. So we detect the circle radius today from here. So now that's how you use it. When you now click it, we get the exact circle radius. Can you see? So if you don't know how we got our x and y axis, you can watch our former tutorial where we discuss about the rectangle. That's where I show you how I detect the left and right, everything I'm discussing here, even to the coordinate, how I got the coordinate. I discussed about it also deeply on our rectangular shape. So go and check the rectangle map. So that's how we got here. So I wish everyone understand this better now. This is how we got the circle. When we click it, you can see it will take you to the circle. Now when we click the phone, it not take us to anywhere. When we click the laptop, it not take us anywhere. Now let's uncomment our phones, our gadgets, also our phone and computer also. Now let's reload our document. When we reload it, you can see hand on them also, hands on it. Can you see hand on this one also? See hands on this phone also, hands on the. So these three items now having what? Having the hands on them, and then we specify them reasonably, and it's not more than this shape we specify in our coordinates. So when we click outside of this place now, nothing shows. Even this cavity here, can you see? When you click outside of it, nothing displays. So in the future tutorial, we will still discuss about the polygon aspect of it, so we can be able to get much more things more than the circle that we got just recent. So I wish to see you guys next time. Anwar Akorede Ayofe is my name. I wish you enjoyed this tutorial today, and I wish to see you guys next time. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye bye.